Bryant, there is an old saying, if you don't like the weather here in Oklahoma, just give it a minute, it will change. And going into spring, that change can be for the worse. So the Red Cross wants to help those who are new to our state get prepared. 2 News reporter Brandon Richard joins us live in East Tulsa this evening.
Well, Liz, they want to make sure all Oklahomans have a plan in place. They're especially focused on new residents who might not be so familiar with our state's wacky weather. The Red Cross is on the scene of every disaster, whether it's a house fire or a devastating tornado.
A lot of the ability for people in a community to recover after a disaster leads right back to how well they were prepared before the disaster.
Which is why these Red Cross volunteers want to make sure all Oklahomans are ready. They recommend having some type of plan in place. Talk to your family. Know where you'll meet. They also recommend having an emergency kit stocked with things like water and food, flashlights, clothing, even money.
In a time of disaster, resources get stretched very thin, so the more we can help people prepare, the better our community will be able to recover in the event of a disaster.
This afternoon, 30 volunteers delivered this message to students who live on the campuses of ORU and TU.
A lot of these students also may be from areas where they're not familiar with severe weather and they really have no idea what precautions they need to take when storms threaten.
Red Cross volunteer Terry Valvaset says it's not just important to educate young folks or new residents.
I believe that the Joplin tornado woke a lot of people up.
Terry recommends all Oklahomans invest in a weather radio.
Everyone cannot hear the sirens, and they may be asleep in the middle of the night and not have their television on or their radio, and this weather radio will sound off in the middle of the night.
Now, Terry knows what he's talking about. In addition to helping out with the Red Cross, he's also a volunteer storm spotter for our weather department. Live in East Tulsa, Brandon Richard, 2 News works for you.